you won't be able to take our joy. We're going to still get to sin.
So,
Anywho.
go on.
The purpose of these videos is to help, and we apologize if the broadcast was interrupted. We got a pretty good Wi-Fi connection, you know. It's just these
Paid our bill.
phones, you know?
We paid our bill.
Paid this phone bill, you know. You know. So anyway, purpose of these videos is to help people, you know, like marriage enough to get married and then stay married once they get married.
Right.
That's the purpose. So the reason we started these videos was because we had a friend, a set of friends who got a divorce, and it really kind of crushed our. Let me get you up here. Really kind of crushed our world. You know what I mean?
Thanks, boo.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we just are proponents in love. We always feel like, you know, if you are not in love, you are missing the entire purpose of existence.
Right.
Simple and plain. Simple and plain. And what understood doesn't need to be explained. So we come to explain the already understood. Tonight's message or episode is about, you know, crazy love.
Yes.
What do I say when I mean crazy love? I mean giving of yourself until you are completely exhausted. And then your partner also giving of themselves until they are completely exhausted. Both you guys have exhausted every piece of love inside of yourself that you possibly could. That's what I mean when I say it. And so she probably means something else.
Yeah. I mean, when your spouse gets on your last nerves, the little piece of nerve that you got left,
Love.
and they know which buttons to like,
Love.
boop, push.
Love. Crazy love.
And the next hour, you be in love again. You feel like, I love him. What would I do without him? You know, that's what I mean about crazy love.
Crazy love. One more time, she gives me love. Love, baby. When I wake up in the morning time, she gives me love. Crazy.
Jodeci?
Crazy love.
Little Jodeci.
That might be what he toy.
Yes. So, you see, he sings to me.
All the
That's
time.
what he likes to
She
do.
don't like it no more. When I first met her, she was like, "Oh my god, you can do anything." Now she be like, "Shut up."
Go sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Put your shirt back on.
Ah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm on my 3-day fast. I haven't eaten any food since midnight of January 2018, like December 31st. That's the last time I ate some food. So I'm really over here like feeling the blue. I've been watching videos of people making food and eating food, like
It looks so good.
right. But for the purpose, you know, I'll complete the purpose for my mentor Bishop Wagner. So his birthday's on the 14th, so I'm fast all the way up to that time. You know what I mean? Because anything for the man, because he's the man. Period. So I'm 3 days in, and I haven't eaten anything. You know, I do Tic Tacs because you don't want your breath stinking. And today I worked out for 3 hours. I haven't
good,
eaten
man.
anything. I worked out for a
good.
legit 3 hours. So
Right.
I'm glad I was already in shape.
I'm glad
Before I
I didn't
did it.
have to come pick you up.
My mind is already pretty strong. My body is strong too. So I worked out, trying to get the rest of this fat off me, and just to honor him, like
Right.
just to honor him, like just to live. I let him live his spirit vicariously through me. You know, what I mean, everything. You know him. But tonight we're talking about crazy love, and I'm talking about, you know, giving until he said you got to eat something. yeah, like, you know, Tic Tacs. I've been eating water. Taking a
Drink.
tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and a tablespoon of lemon juice.
Yeah.
And that's it for 11 days. I have enough on my body to where my body could sustain this. Sharon probably couldn't do 11 days. She probably
I
could.
can't even do an hour. I'm like, damn.
You don't eat every hour, boo.
Yes, I do. I need Chick-fil-A.
And I'm mad addicted to food, like legit.
I eat.
Legit. I'm mad addicted to food. Like, I'm watching the Tasty videos just now, like, oh, yes. You know, at the end they say, oh, yes.
Yeah, you be like, oh, yes.
I got them joints on repeat. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I did a fast once, an absolute fast.
Yeah.
And I figured out why they call it a fast. It's the fastest way to get to God. Literally. I thought I was going to die, okay? I was like, who thought of this? Who thought of this?
Yeah.
Like, this is a slow, death. Like, this is
Agonize.
something, if you wanted to, like, really torture someone
Yeah.
and you wanted to, like, hurt someone,
Yeah.
put them on a fast.
Yeah. So I haven't eaten, I'm talking about nothing. The last time I ate, I kind of feasted. I ate some pizza, I ate some wings, and the pizza and wings was good. I ate some cookies, and I ate some chocolate, and I ate some pop. And I don't even eat like that mostly, but that's what I ate. And then the last week was kind of crazy too, because I knew I was getting ready to come on a fast. So I'm like, I'm about to eat whatever, like.
I always enjoy
Stupid,
that
like.
part.
But I also
yeah,
work
go
out
on,
now.
eat what you want, because I get to eat.
And today I worked out for like a legit 3 hours. Like I did
Right.
2 hours of jump rope like I normally do. And you know what I mean? Tomorrow, but I took a break yesterday. I normally work on the Mondays, and I.
That was the first day of your fast, though. So.
Right. And I haven't had a headache, yet. It's pretty cool. I think because I'm in, excellent cardiovascular shape, as well as like physical shape. You know what I mean? Because I'm in excellent shape this year. It ain't hurting like it normally do. But normally it hurt. Like, oh, I need some food. Like,
Yeah.
Crazy love though. So I think you should give everything to your partner, even until you feel stupid. Like sometimes you kind of hold back because you've been hurt before, and because you've been hurt before, you don't want to give somebody your all.
I'll be giving you my all. You haven't given me my all.
Okay, so you've never felt like this before. Let me talk to the people who have felt like this before. Sometimes I've like held back my love because I felt like, no, last time I gave like this, I end up getting hurt. And so, that kind of kept me from like giving everything.
That's how men think.
Yeah, but I think what I did was I kind of like built a fence around myself. But the crazy part about it is the same fence that kept me from getting hurt also kept me from experiencing the true joy of being in love.
Right.
And I always say, if you ain't in love, you really missing the whole boat. Like, it's the whole point of it.
Right.
So you got to kind of let love touch you, like, you know what I mean? Because, it has some pros and some very bad cons. You know what I mean? If you in love and it goes sour, you ready to either be super depressed or start, like, really killing everybody, or you start getting into them rebound relationships. Like,
Hurting
and them
people.
rebound relationships can get you with a baby, with a person
That's
who
true.
ain't got nothing to do with you. Like,
That's true.
'cause I
And
was
that's
in a rebound
long term. That's long term. You ain't going to get rid of them.
Nah. A week of neglect could cost you a lifetime of repair.
Yes.
So if you
That's
neglecting your feelings, and you know what I mean, all of a sudden you want to like, express that with somebody else, even sexually, like a week of neglect of your
Just get
spiritual
you up
life.
one of them blow up dogs until you find somebody you want to be with. And that's what you do.
You're not gonna get no blow up dog in here though.
Hey, them
Hilarious.
things is like lifelike, They
I
do
guess.
all kind of stuff
So
you want them to do.
What's yours name?
Alexa dog.
What are you talking about? You watch too much TV all the time. So I always feel like, crazy love for me is just to give until you don't have any more.
Right.
Even if you feel stupid while you're doing it, at least I always tell people, don't let you be the reason that y'all end up in divorce court. Let it be them. So that means you have to give of yourself,
Right.
even when you feel stupid, even if you've been hurt before, and your hurt has led you to come to the conclusion that love ain't worth it. Basically, you're just building a fence around yourself, and
You giving up. You giving up on life.
food don't even taste the same.
Because life is love.
It is.
I mean, that's what your purpose is down here on this earth.
All about being in love.
So, if you're not in love, I don't know what you doing down here. Like,
Well,
you know what I mean?
I've gone years without being in love.
And it probably suck.
It did.
Right.
But what
There's
happened
only so
was,
much hanging out with your boys you can do.
I was bitter.
And hanging out with your girls you could do.
I was bitter. I was socially awkward because I wasn't in love. Like, you need love. Like, everybody need love. I was socially awkward. I was bitter. I was like focused. Like, and I hate to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Like, you ever seen a girl? You feel like, what's wrong with you? Like, you feel like all she needed is some good. That's how I was the male version of that. You know what I mean? And really, what I was saying, all I needed was that good love. Like, once I got that good love, I can understand now. You know what I mean? Somebody who understands me, likes my personality. I have a strong, ignorant personality. Like, if you don't hang around me, after a while, you be like, you an ignorant dude.
Don't you
like,
want to go somewhere? Yeah. Don't you got plans?
You an ignorant dude. Like,
Right.
and it's only because of the way I grew up. I grew up like, probably no different nobody, but I didn't go to church like that. You know what I mean? And so I just, learning as I went. Like, so
Right.
just being an ignorant person. I ain't started going to church till I was in my 20s. Like, So I was just an ignorant cat. And when I say ignorant, I don't mean like rude. I mean like the legit meaning the ignorant. Like I didn't know. I didn't know that you shouldn't be cracking on people. I didn't know these things. So once I started, finding out what love really is, and to me, love really is when you give, even when the other person isn't giving,
unconditionally,
but to receive the same type of love. See, now you got something going. Now you got something going. You know what I mean? That's what I be needing, like legitimately. Like I really,
right.
I think everybody needs that. Everybody should experience that.
Right, I agree.
And once you understand love, you'll never want to be out of it. That's why it hurts so bad to separate yourself, because, you know what I mean? And that's why Sharon and I are also perfect in a few areas. We are not perfect in marriage as a whole. We are perfect in staying faithful to each other, which means we've never emotionally or physically, cheated on each other. And we are perfect in the area of that. And what else are we perfect in, babe? We're working on our finances. We're working on getting that together.
Yeah, we're okay. We're
right. So we're not like
we're decent
perfect
in finances,
but we got enough to be able to help most of the people in that
I think
demographic.
we have a good communication.
Pretty good, because we say whatever, however, whenever. If you can't taste it, we straight no chaser. Like you know what I mean. Cat say you fat, no chaser. Like you know what I mean. Like get it together. Like you feel me. Hey, Juju, I did time. Juju,
hey,
tonight
Juju.
we talking about crazy love. Now, my definition of crazy love is to love unconditionally, particularly a spouse or a mate, because everybody love their mama. You know what I mean? Right. But to love unconditionally, even when you feel stupid.
Right.
I always tell people, like, don't let you be the reason that you end up in divorce court. You know what I mean? Let it be them. Don't never let it be you. What's your definition of crazy love, boo-boo?
It's just, when your spouse has gotten on your last nerves. That little piece of nerve you got left.
Yeah.
And you can still love them. The next hour, you still love them like it never happened.
Yeah, that's crazy. You got to be a little bit crazy.
A little crazy.
You got to have, like, forgiveness. The concept of forgiveness is crazy. Like,
right.
Why would I forgive this person and they hurt me and they don't seem like they even care? Like,
right.
I say, yes, you got to be a strong person to accept an apology that a person didn't offer. You know what I mean? You got to be strong. And in marriage, you have to constantly do that. Sometimes I find myself apologizing for no reason, like, because I feel like I just want this to end. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Take your pants off. Juju said you got to stay real.
Right.
You got to stay real. But you don't want to stay too real, because when keeping it real goes wrong. You feel me?
Yes.
If you ask me, have I gained some, or how my hips looking this? If they looking crazy, you got to be feeling like, I don't know what to say to you. Like,
But like, I don't like that particular outfit. Try this outfit.
You can say it like that, or you could be like, like, maybe you look a little retarded, but that's okay. They got short busters and stuff for that. He
said some stuff that hurt my feelings before.
Yeah, we both do that. We both do that. Straight no chaser. Like, we both do that.
He was like, that make your lips look cute. Then you get to roast it on my lips. I'm like, all right.
Babe.
Okay.
Babe,
I know I got big lips.
Babe told me today, this is what Babe said. Like, she said, how you still working out and still fat? I was like, babe, oh yeah, you telling, I'm telling. I said, it's cool, after my fast, I'll be straight though, And then you should see me jump rope Jew. I'm telling you, I'm out here legit Floyd Mayweather with it, like, for real. Like, I'm on an 11-day fast, but this is actually my third day, I think it is. Is it my third day? This is my second day. But I started midnight on the 31st, which was technically
technically, is it midnight yet?
Once it gets midnight,
it will be a third day.
It'll be the start of my 3 more minutes. It'll start my third day. No food, water only. It's not about the scale. I'm doing it for Bishop Norman L. Wagner because his birthday is on the 14th. But every time I try to bless him in his memory, then he always turns around and blesses me. Like, you know what I mean? So in return, it will cleanse my body out. So it's a reciprocity there.
Right.
I love, not L-O-V-E-D, L-O-V-E. I love that man. If it wasn't for that man, I wouldn't be married. I wouldn't be married. I would not be married. I wouldn't be married. I would not be married. He's the one who taught I would not be married. He's the one who taught me, like, Yeah, he said, you not more in shape, though. Juju. Wait, I'm going to talk about Bishop for a second. If it wasn't for him, I would not be married. And the reason I say that is because he had to teach me what to do so I can, like, you know, move the pieces around so I can figure out what love really is and really be comfortable with somebody who the old David probably wouldn't have even dated. And it was because you're, like, more docile. I love a hood rat, personally. I don't, you know. Personally, I do. That's just what I'm personally attracted to. Just like girls are attracted to bad boys. I love a hood. Even today, I have to like close my eyes around them because I feel like that's what I like. You know what I mean? But I've been taught, like, you know, you can like that, but them hood rats, they eat cheese, like, and you don't want somebody to do that to you. So, love that, man. But back to Juju. Right. I jump rope 2 straight hours. 2 straight hours, Juju. 2 straight hours. And then directly after, I go and do an hour of strength. And I'm talking about heavy lifting, Ju. 315 on this bench. Heavy lifting, like. And all of this I'm doing, when I'm not fasting, though, I do intermittent fasting. So I do it all without eating first. Then when I get out of the gym, I eat. Because I feel like I'm not going to put a limit on my brain. Also, I listen to my body, but jump rope, but I have to make myself stop. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, you know, I do 2 hours just because I'm like, this is what my body currently needs. But once my body gets in better, you know, look at aesthetic shape, you probably won't need as much. But you can always do jump rope because jump rope, you don't lose muscle doing it. And it's the same motion as sex. So it's like, you know, you get good at the jump rope. She be here up. Anywho,
okay.
We always like to tell the purpose of these videos is to tell people, or what purpose?
The purpose is to encourage and help people stay married.
Right. We want you to get married. We want you to stay married. Not just because I want to go to a wedding. Not just because you want to go to a party. Because if you getting married to buy a dress, and if you getting married to have a party or whatever, you can just go to a random prom.
You don't have to. You could just throw a party. You know what I mean?
And if that sounds preposterous to you, I'm telling you, it is just as preposterous for you to spend $10K on the wedding and end up divorced. It was just as preposterous. You might as well buy you a new wedding.
That $10K could have went into a house,
anything,
some type of investment,
anything. Like, it doesn't make sense to do that. You know what I mean? So
we did not spend a lot of money on our wedding.
But we don't get married.
Right, we don't have no credit card debt. Because some people put their wedding on a credit card.
Why would you do that?
And, you know, I mean, we paid for ours cash.
Yes.
Everything cash.
Yes.
If we can't get it with our cash, we don't need it.
We had a banana nut cake at our wedding. Banana nut. I don't even know
why. It was a
why.
banana nut cake.
It was a banana nut cake.
No, I'm going to tell you what happened. All right. Let me build my layers.
It was a banana nut cake.
Let me build my layers,
right.
Okay? So this is what happened.
Banana nut cake?
No. So this is what happened. I like banana cake, banana, everything. I'm obsessed with banana. So I got 3 cakes, and one of them was vanilla, chocolate, and then obviously banana, because I like banana.
Why?
And the one that we happened to eat, because of me, was banana. And so when I put it in his mouth, he's like, who done did this?
Why would we have banana nut cake for our wedding?
Banana
but I
is so
pretended
good.
like, oh, this is nice.
That's what I wanted. And it wasn't nut cake. It was just banana cake.
My man Juan says he thinks that, you know, that's his problem too. He thinks that my problem is hood rats because they're so easy to get. I don't know. I'm physically attracted to them. I don't know about the easiness. For me, I'm physically attracted to them. Because just like girls are attracted to bad boys. You see a bad boy, oh, girl, he sells dope. I'm about to get tired. He can take care of me.
But
houseway.
You don't want a hood rat because when you're at home, like the things that you request you want,
he said,
like the things that you request and that you want, it doesn't say hood rat. So I don't understand, like, maybe just like the...
Well, that's what I'm saying. I love Bishop.
Maybe the sex.
I love Bishop. Yes, like that's exactly what I said. I'm physical. I want to say it loud, like you, my wife is in here.
Is that me? I know. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I understand.
That's why I started loving Bishop, because Bishop kind of, you know, turned my mind around. And it took a couple years, but he turned my mind. And then he kind of like taught me, like he developed a different palate in me. So I can, so when I saw you, I wouldn't overlook you like, oh, she a church girl. I'm out of here. Like I saw you for like, the beauty of the fact that you have remained disciplined, even though the culture is saying otherwise.
Right.
So it just makes it's the sex. It's the sex. It's the sex.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
It's the sex. It's the sex. It's just the fact that they nastier than most the average church girl. And some church girls are nasty. I just never encountered them because
and we talked about this in previous
videos,
and that's another reason why we're on here doing this, because I was raised up. I'm a P kid. I'm originally a P kid. I got three generations between you got your grandpa. I got 3 generations, so I didn't have a chance. Okay, and so I was raised up, born into it. So for me, you're taught to act and carry yourself a certain way, which is good. It's not a bad thing.
I want my daughter to be like you.
Right, it's not a bad thing, but there's a part of you that you shut off sexually because that's what you're taught.
Right.
And so then when you get married, you need that part for your husband. Right. You know what I mean? Or your, you know what I mean? Or whoever. If you
for 30, guy, you need for your 20 years, you've been taught to keep your legs closed. So it's hard to prime open. Like, you're like, oh my God. Like,
I'll be right back. Let me go get a crowbar.
They should have told you the truth. Like, oh no, you twerk for your husband.
Right.
You open your legs for your husband. Like, that's the truth. Like, you know what I mean?
And that's what I tell my girls. Like, they like to dance. Like, they like to dance, okay? But I'm like, I encourage them, like, oh, you do that for your husband. Or I don't want to, like, turn it off completely. Like, it'd be like, stop doing that. Because your husband
don't need that.
Stop doing that. That's not how a young lady act. Right. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, that's what you was taught. Like, young ladies don't do stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you want to tell them, you do want to encourage them, but this is not something that you do in public. This is something that you do for when you get married. So you talk about that kind of stuff. But don't turn it off. Like, let them have fun. They in their bedroom, whatever. Nobody sees them. But you let them know, hey, this is for your husband. I have a niece. She's 13.
Yeah.
She loves to dance. She loves to dance. And she's a good dancer. Yeah. And I always tell her, I said, you don't have to be a stripper to make money. I always tell her that. I said, you could professionally dance. There are people out here that professionally dance and get paid.
Good money.
Now, I'm not talking about stripping. I talk about, like, they're professionals. Like, they go to Broadway, whatever.
Ain't nothing against a stripper, because I feel like, number one, if I wouldn't want my daughter to do that, but I would do that to feed my daughter. If that makes any sense. I wouldn't want her to do that, but I would do it to feed her.
Well, I'm talking about my kids that I'm raising. So I don't want to cut off her spirit of dancing. That makes her feel happy, and it's natural. You know what I mean? And I talked to her about, and this is also something that you do for your husband. Right. When you get married, this is what you do for your husband and stuff like that. So I don't want to cut that off of her. You know what I mean? So I think that's what happened. They cut that off. Yeah. And then now you're not practicing. And whereas the hood rat, she been practicing all her life. Twerking.
Her life.
Like, her back muscles is strong. You know what I mean? And yours is weak. Yeah. So now you try to twerk. It ain't nothing happening. You know what I mean?
Somebody cut your back muscles off.
They cut my back muscles off when I was young. So, so you want to say it in the right way. Yeah. I think it is a time and a place to do everything. And, you don't want to be twerking all around town. But you want to keep that reserved for your husband.
Yeah. I feel like if you want to twerk, that's fine. Especially when you like me, and like, I ain't laying alone and spreading it wide no more. But when I was, if you was in here twerking, oh my God, like, you know what I mean? And so now that I'm married to you, and I feel like you come a long way since the first time we got married. I felt like...
What that mean?
You did, like, in your marriage, in your life, you gonna come a long way.
Are you talking about with the twerking, or...
Just period. Just like your sexual attitude, towards sex.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where it was
I had to work on it.
You know
work
what I mean?
on it, yeah.
I'm a nasty dude, though. So, but I feel like you'd have to come a long way.
I feel like, you want me to do what?
Put this in your mouth. Females with no booty shouldn't twerk. Sit it down. It's hilarious.
Sit it down.
Yeah, but hey, you can get
But you could build that muscle up.
You can get it up.
You could squats. They have all kind of got like 50 million
you can get it
squats
up.
You can do.
Yeah.
Right. I seen the flattest booty get a little plump to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little peaches.
No jab. I seen a young lady today in the gym, because I go to the gym even though I'm fasting water only. It says January 1st, right?
Right.
So she was skinny though, with a little plumpy though. I like, look at this little babe. Like, She getting it in. Like, you can be skinny with a little plumpy if that's what you choose. Like, you know?
Right.
You got to work on yourself. Like, she was in there working on herself. Not
Right.
embarrassed, just working. Like,
Yep.
you know, getting it in. So,
Yeah,
that's like
good.
me. Last year, this time I was, 300 pounds. But this year, especially after this fast, I'll be way under 200. He said, there are some females that have diaper booties. Diaper booties.
Oh, man.
Hilarious. And if that's you, it's okay. We want you to know. Wipe your butt.
Get in the gym.
Get on up.
Get
You
in
know?
the gym.
Get on up.
They're going to have to spray it if it's eating. They're going to be like, spray it on down.
Straight on down. Get it on up. You'll be all right. But purpose of these videos are?
To inspire couples to get married and stay married.
Yes. We really believe in marriage. We believe that marriage wholeheartedly is what everybody needs. But more
And you should
importantly,
have fun in your marriage.
love.
You don't want no boring
These
marriage.
videos have really enlightened our marriage. Like, we encourage you to do something like this, like something just that you can look forward to. You can get dressed up for. You can take a shower for. You can put the Tic Tacs in your mouth for. Because marriage can get very, very boring
If you let it.
real fast.
If you let it.
That's why the divorce rate is 50%. Because
Right.
it could get real boring. So if your mom told you to keep your legs closed, she must don't understand. You know what I mean? Some black women have white booties. But love booty. He like me. He love booty. That's Tommy. Tommy love booty like me. I love women in general. So I always talk about how because I love women, I always have to take precautions. Now that I'm married, I take the precautions of like even practical stuff like wearing headphones around girls. Because
Right.
I realized like once I start a conversation, I started with the conversation of getting you in bed. Like I think every man, for the most part, but David in particular, does that. And so if
He said thumbs up.
if I'm married and I'm doing that, like it's the countdown to when you're gonna break somebody's heart. Like
Right.
then it starts turning into crazy love. That I bust the windows out your car.
Right.
Is your life after divorce? Yes, I know plenty of people who have been divorced. And as a matter of fact, my current mentor, he's been divorced a couple of times, and he still, gives me advice. I listen to him. So yeah, I think there is now. In order for there to be a good life,
Right.
Because there's life even if you're if you're eating bad food and you haven't died yet, you are still living. But in order to maximize your life, because life is a gift and living life is an art form, BNLW, you have to, it's particularly you have to forgive. Now, I'm not saying you have to marry a person again if they do something wrong
Right,
to you.
right.
But in order for me to move on and to be able to have a successful life, I have to be able to have forgiveness. So there's a pre-forgiveness that I have for my wife when she does things. And she's been attracted to other men. And she has a pre-forgiveness for me. I've been attracted to other women. And the fact that we have a very good communication, I could do that. And me and my other child's mom, we don't have the greatest relationship because I wasn't saved when I was with her. So she knows this.
But it's definitely getting better.
She knows, yeah, it's
definitely
getting better.
better.
But she knows this pre-Christian Dave. She knows the Dave who was, like smoking weed heavy. Like she know the Dave who was cheating on her. She don't know the new Dave. Like she feel like once a bad person, always a bad person. I feel like that's the difference between me and you.
Right.
You can change. You can metamorphosize yourself.
And I also was going to say, like, after you get a divorce, you always should take time and get yourself together.
Yes,
Look at the
any
situation.
relationship.
Look at the situation and see what went wrong. Because, it's not always all the other party's fault.
Right.
Maybe it's majority.
Right.
But what part could you have done better?
You keep burning them biscuits. People get tired of that. Them burnt biscuits,
So before you get in your next relationship, improve yourself, improve your weaknesses that you had in your last relationship. So that way when you get in your next relationship, it don't just do the same thing. And maybe it's you.
And when I say burnt biscuits, I'm really talking about the small stuff. Because we all know that it's typically not the storm that destroys the tree.
Right.
It's the termites. So you keep bringing this. Basically, I'm saying you don't put no effort into these biscuits. That's why they always burnt. And I'm tired of it. It'd be the straw that broke the camel's back. Something small and petty like that. Like, you keep opening your mouth while you chew. That's enough. I will not be back here tomorrow. Like, it'd be the small stuff.
Yeah, but there are things you could work on. Like, you could buy some biscuits, you know what I mean?
But if you buy them and
like
burning them,
but
Anywho, so we do like to just let people know that if we get big by nature, marriage gets big. So we want you to like, share, turn on notifications, because we do have people who constantly share. Because you might not need it, but you know somebody else can look
might
out.
Need it. Yeah, tag them in.
We open ourselves up to be booked this year. This year is going to be the greatest year of our lives, period. We already have a plan. We have a real estate plan. We already have a weight loss goal plan. And we are putting these things in perpetual motion so that this will be the greatest year of our lives. No matter what happens, we're already prepared for, emotional setbacks. We're already prepared for financial setbacks. We're already prepared for any setback that can come our way that we can think of. And so this year, 2018, is going to be the greatest year of me and Sharon's life. So if you know somebody who needs these talks, we understand how to talk. We talk nasty at night, typically. In the mornings, we talk a little about money.
More professional.
Professional. And so Sharon is an affiliate with
Bedroom Candy. And we mentioned earlier about getting nasty in the bedroom. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared.
Not if you're married.
Get in the bed.
You need to be laying it low and spread it wide if you're married.
They have everything on that site that you need. You and your spouse can sit down, see what you like, and use it. Try it out. It might just, even if you decide you didn't like it when you got it, you got to try it. How else would you know? So try some new things, and it just makes it fun and interesting, and makes the sex a little bit better.
It does. The sex is better when you are putting maximum effort into it.
Yes.
So until next time, we do love you, and we want you to watch this video if you're just coming in again. So we did, Chris. We switched seats. All right. Bye-bye.